Welcome to Screen Hollywood, the home of movie news and entertainment. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
What's up, movie fans, and welcome back to Screen Hollywood. I'm your host, Adam. If you're new here, join the Hollywood family and hit the like, subscribe, notification bell, and hype button, and bookmark and subscribe to our news publication at screenhollywood.com. There are moments in this job when a piece of news drops that isn't just an update, it's an earthquake. It's a seismic event that shakes the very foundations of a genre. For years, we've had talks and rumors, whispers in the cold. I've deliberately avoided making a video about the long-awaited return of The Thing because I didn't want to add to the noise until things became more concrete. Well, folks, the ice is beginning to crack. Things are finally starting to move. The master of horror himself, John Carpenter, has broken his silence and confirmed that the ultimate nightmare is preparing to return. The Thing 2 has officially gone into early development. And I have to be honest with you, this is personal for me. I am a massive, unapologetic fan of the 1982 original. For me, it is easily in my personal top 3 horror movies of all time. It is a timeless, horrifying, and perfect classic. It is a masterclass in filmmaking. And the fact that we are even talking about a legitimate continuation from the man himself is incredible news for the global fan community. Let's set the stage, because the source of this news is what makes it so real. During a recent appearance at Fan Expo Philadelphia, John Carpenter was on stage, and a fan asked the question that has echoed for over 40 years. What happened to MacReady and Childs? In his typical cool, understated fashion, the 77-year-old director casually dropped a line that has since ignited the internet. He said, and I quote, "We're working on it right now. I don't know, we'll see." Since then, there has been studio interest in developing the iconic sequel. That's it. That vague, cryptic, but undeniably charged half sentence. That was enough. It's not a studio press release. It's not a leak from a trade publication. It's from the creator himself. After years of speculation, this is the confirmation we've been waiting for. The shadow of the shape-shifting alien is once again creeping through the production studios. To understand why this is such a monumental piece of news, you have to understand the genius of the original. The Thing isn't just a monster movie. It's a perfect blend of mystery, thriller, and unbearable claustrophobic tension. The horror doesn't come from a creature jumping out of the dark. It comes from looking at the man sitting next to you, the man you've shared meals with and trusted with your life, and not knowing if he's still him. It's a film about paranoia made flesh. The cast, led by a career-defining performance of grizzled heroism from Kurt Russell, was absolutely tremendous. Every single character, from Keith David's stoic Childs to Wilford Brimley's unhinged Blair, delivers a perfectly executed performance of a man unraveling at the seams. They truly, truly don't make cinema like this anymore. And that all comes down to the maestro, John Carpenter. The man is a cultural horror master. This is the director who gave us the blueprint for the modern slasher with Halloween. He gave us the brilliant social satire of They Live, the iconic anti-hero Snake Plissken in Escape from New York and Escape from LA, and the gritty, tense siege warfare of Assault on Precinct 13. He is the only horror director since Alfred Hitchcock who truly understands how to blend thriller and suspense without relying solely on gore. He makes you feel the dread in your bones long before you see a single drop of blood. That's what made The Thing so special. And I have one simple, foolproof reason why I know The Thing is a great film. You want to know what it is? My mom hates horror movies, despises them. But even she loves John Carpenter's The Thing. Trust me, that is saying something. That's the power of its story, its characters, and its suspense. Now, we have to talk about the 2011 prequel. A lot of people were down on it, but I believe it did perfect justice to the original. It was a fantastic companion piece that beautifully and tragically wove in the story of the Norwegian camp, showing us the terror that led directly to the opening scenes of Carpenter's film. The practical effects created for that prequel were astonishing, even if the studio unfortunately layered a coat of distracting CGI over them in post-production. But the craftsmanship was there. It was woven so well that to this day, when I sit down to watch The Thing, I watch them back to back as one single epic 5-hour movie. It's a seamless and horrifying experience. So what does this new project, this official The Thing 2, mean? The biggest challenge, the great enigma, is that ending. The final scene of the 1982 film is one of the greatest, most debated endings in cinema history. MacReady and Childs, the last two survivors, sit in the burning ruins of their camp sharing a bottle of scotch, freezing to death, neither one knowing if the other is human. It's a perfect, bleak, paranoid stalemate. I believe they are both human. Here's why. MacReady offers Childs the scotch to drink as a test, because he knows the thing can't consume human substances. After Childs drinks, MacReady softly chuckles to himself and relaxes, showing that he believes Childs is still human. But that's my take. Tell me yours in the comments below. Does this sequel dare to answer that question? Will it reveal who, if anyone, was the thing? Part of me hopes they're wise enough to leave that perfect mystery intact. Perhaps the story moves to a new location, with a new, desperate struggle for survival, maybe following a rescue team that discovers the ruins of Outpost 31 years later. The possibilities are endless, but confronting that ending will be the single biggest creative hurdle they face. This is why we desperately need the legend himself, John Carpenter, to be central to this production. We know he'll be writing and producing, which is already fantastic news. He did the same with the recent successful Halloween trilogy, acting as a guiding hand and even composing the brilliant score. But I will break out the champagne and do a backflip if we get confirmation that he will also direct. That would be the ultimate win for horror fans. What gives me the most hope is that Carpenter has made it clear they will not rush into production. In other interviews, he's emphasized that he wants the story and the screenplay to be perfect before they move forward. This isn't a studio cash grab. This is an artist looking to protect and thoughtfully continue his legacy. And just imagine the possibilities with modern special effects. Carpenter's visceral, practical, and truly grotesque body horror from 1982 still holds up today. If they combine that practical ethos with the enhancements of modern technology, we could be in for a truly shocking and terrifying film that could redefine body horror for a new generation. Despite his cautious, "we'll see," the excitement is palpable. The message is clear. The ultimate horror of paranoia is ready to melt the ice and return. I, for one, could not be more excited. I will be following every development, every whisper from the Antarctic, and I will keep you all updated as this amazing story unfolds. The big question is, what do you think the potential new story will be? Do you want to see a welcome return for MacReady? Should they solve the mystery of that final scene? Let us know all your theories and your hopes in the comments below. As always, if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Screen Hollywood, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss our next update. I'm Adam, and I'll see you at the movies.